This is how to give a premium and professional look to your website. If you want to charge more than most of your competitors, watch closely because your website is basically your online identity. It will determine how your prospects perceive you and how much they will pay. As an owner of a marketing agency, I became obsessed with discovering the exact tricks big brands use to create that premium look and feel that hooks us, making us pay far more for their products and services than we otherwise might. After going through over 1,000 websites and building over 50 websites, I finally figured out how you can replicate that premium look and feel. And right now, I'm gonna share this with you. Now, let me show you something. I was recently considering hiring a photographer in Paris, and I found two websites. This was the first one, and that was the second one. Now you tell me, which of these two looks more professional and premium? You guessed it, but it's not only about the visual experience, which honestly depends on personal taste. The main point here is that their pricing differs significantly, and the website plays a crucial role in it. It only takes 6 steps to create a recognizable brand that exudes a premium look and feel, and it all starts with the logo. Is the logo really important? Well, not just by itself, but it's one of the key elements of your brand. If you're striving for a premium segment, then creating a cohesive brand identity is essential, and your logo is worth your attention. In our photographer's example, it was easy to distinguish which website offered premium services. Let's examine a few logos from luxury brands to identify any common patterns. Here are the logos of premium brands in clothing and handbags. And one pattern you can instantly notice is that most logos feature just the brand's name. There are no icons, no handbag silhouettes, simply the brand's name in a clean and elegant font. Most of the fonts feature round letters, and it often feels like they have been created by the same designer, which isn't really surprising because most of the luxury brands are owned by a couple of corporations. Another pattern is the use of black and white in logos, which are almost exclusively the colors of choice for premium brands. And don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that a premium brand cannot incorporate colors in their logo. Actually, visual standards can vary depending on your niche. For instance, logo of premium watchmakers or supercars often exhibit different visual patterns. If you take a quick look at our photographer's website, you'll notice that they employ the same principles, and their logo aligns with all of these criteria. The next key element in creating a premium online presence is the use of certain colors. Are there any certain colors that create a premium look? Let's find out and examine a few luxury websites such as Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Hermes to identify any common patterns. When we strip away the imagery, one common observation is that these websites predominantly use black and white. And this choice makes sense as these colors are highly contrasting and contribute to clarity. Can you use bright colors on a premium website? Absolutely. However, if your website consistently features creative multicolor imagery, focusing on black and white for the main colors can help those vibrant elements stand out more effectively. Our two photographers' websites illustrate this principle really well. The first one features a lot of yellow, which doesn't contribute to its premium look. Bright colors like yellow or red are great for drawing attention during sales and are often associated with fast food and impulsive purchases. And if you use these colors in your branding, make sure they align with the image you want to project. There is no right or wrong, it's all about the impression you wish to create. Given a choice between yellow and orange, I'd go with orange for a more sophisticated premium look. Let's move on to the next element. If I asked you to tell the difference between the two websites we started from, aside from the logo and classic colors, what would you say? Actually, there is a crucial element we don't really articulate, and it's key to creating a premium look online: space. When you're designing for a premium feel, space is essential. Look at how much spacing there is overall. Take one more look at this website. Can you notice it now? Space is important. Another thing that might seem obvious and we rarely notice it is alignment. Our eyes naturally appreciate symmetry. It simply looks beautiful to us. So when we see a website where all the elements are well aligned, it instantly feels more appealing. And I'm pointing this out because of a specific section on this French photographer's website we're reviewing. Can you spot it? The pictures have different size. They aren't fully aligned. Small mistakes like this can significantly downgrade the overall look of your website. Moving on. Hey, it took me a couple of weeks to gather all the materials and produce this video, so if you're enjoying it, Please let me know. Moving on to the next key element in premium branding, which is premium imagery. Of course, premium images are key to creating a premium look. Try replacing them with something not as beautiful and the premium effect is ruined. But here's the big question. What makes your images premium and how do you achieve this look? It mostly comes down to quality, consistency, and color grading. When pictures on a page are color graded consistently, it sets a clear expectation and provides a cohesive visual experience. Take a look at this section. The pictures are stunning, but they're inconsistent, not only in terms of size, but also in visual effects. On their competitor's website, however, I can instantly grasp the style and the photographers available to me. They even created a quiz to simplify the selection process. I love that. Back to the first website. If we're talking premium imagery, consistency is key. Yes, photography is a creative field, and by no means I'm an expert, but some things just looked off. For instance, why is there a graffiti-covered pole in a shot with the Eiffel Tower? On this picture, the skin looks absolutely unedited. In this one, the girl is beautiful, but she's posing too much, and the background guys draw more attention than she does. Maintaining visual consistency across all elements, including icons, fonts, and imagery, is crucial. This ensures a cohesive and premium look for your brand. Moving on to the next element, which is your story. Look at the founding years of these luxury brands. Unfortunately, most of us solopreneurs cannot boast a history of 200 years. So what do you do instead? You can still tell your story because that's what captivates attention. And your story is much broader and much bigger than the years that your company has existed. What really separates the big luxury brands from a new startup is that these brands are dealing with existing demand. Millions of people know them and they are willing to pay a premium for their goods. Take a look at these luxury brand websites again. There is minimal information available. No one explains the benefits of purchasing a Chanel handbag. This is a major difference and the reason I don't recommend copying big fashion websites. They play by different rules. So how do we mortals create a premium look? Well, you basically tell your story, which includes who you are, what you do, who you do it for, what do you specialize in, what you stand for, your values, your approach, your processes, and also a lot of physical evidence, because when a new person is discovering you, their first question will be, can I trust you? As you can see, this Parisian photographer's website does exactly that. They make it really clear they're photographers, focused mainly on engagement and couple wedding pictures with a bit of lifestyle photography. The owner states who they are, provides some social proof, a couple of blog posts, a video. All of this makes the service very real and very relatable. You know what to expect and therefore you trust them. Yet all of these elements we went through seem to be just tiny little details that are rather disconnected. What's one single crucial key thing when it comes to the premium look? And it's something we mentioned a couple of times that extends to all these elements: clarity. Look, a website is an element of your communication with people, and what you want in communication is to be understood. You cannot personally answer every single question from your prospect. Therefore, your website has to provide clarity on who you are, what you're doing, and answer the most basic concerns your prospects have. In many cases, you also want a high-converting website, and you want to facilitate communication. For example, you might want to install a communication widget like WhatsApp for people to reach out to you more easily. Your website tells your story in pictures. It should showcase why you or your service is a match for many of your customers. Take a look at our premium photography website. You immediately understand what they're doing, that they specialize in engagement photography. You get a good idea of who their main photographer and founder is. You immediately see the kind of shots they might take, and these are really magazine-level photo shoots. You have a widget to ask questions and a quiz to help you select the photographer who's right for you. And you can easily check out prices. What's not to like? And that was it. Thanks for watching the video on how to create a premium look for your website. I'm always happy to see you here, so see you in the next video.